Alright, we're going to give you a little backstory on this thing. So, this is a 1947 Willys Jeep. It's a CJ2. Those of you who are familiar with it, you can see it's been modified. I think it's got a CJ3 windshield and who knows what else in this thing. We'll do a walk around here in a second. I want to tell you how we found this thing. Got a call from my mom. She needed help moving my uncle from his forever home. He'd been there about 50 years into a new place. I hadn't been there. I've seen my uncle a couple of times over the years, but I hadn't been to his farm and since probably the 80s, late 80s. So we went down there, cleaned out a bunch of stuff out of the house, and as we were leaving, the first weekend I was there, I took a peek in the garage. And inside this garage is nothing but a giant mound of stuff. And initially it was a little overwhelming. I went in there, started moving stuff around, threw some stuff off the pile, and sure enough, this is what's under the pile. Originally, I was like, that's a project I probably don't want to deal with. And we had an auction lady come over, and she's like, "Well, we'll get like $200 for that." I was like, "Hell no, my car's coming home with me. Nobody's giving me $200 for that thing." So as you'll see in the video, we went back on a separate weekend. It was actually Thanksgiving weekend. Went back, loaded it up, brought it home. It's now March, and this thing has just been sitting here. I've done absolutely nothing to it. Come on, dog, get.
Right.
Done absolutely nothing to it except for put it in the garage, and it's just collecting stuff. So why don't you tell us what we should do with this thing? Comment below. What do you think we should do? Give me a like and a subscribe. It's going to help us fund this project. I've got a lot of ideas, but I just don't know which way I want to go yet, which is why I've done nothing to it. Do we just get it running? Make it run and drive, kind of original, keep the patina, have a little fun with it? Do we do an engine swap? Do we get crazy? We do a K-swap, a diesel swap, a rear engine, LS. I mean, there's a lot of different things we could do. And I really have no clue what I want to do. Just let's take a walk around and see what we got. Them doggies, what y'all doing? What y'all doing, huh?
Miss you.
So here we go. You see got a bunch of stuff, a bunch of cardboard inside of it. A bunch of wood packs stacked up next to it here. I had to finish some home projects, but relatively in pretty good shape. This driver's side floor is completely intact. You can see a little crack here. It's been repainted. This respray is really a pretty horrible job. You can say they sprayed gauges, they sprayed chrome. I've got the original key. I have the original title. My uncle bought this car, this Jeep, in 1977. And he gave me the title that was signed by the guy that he bought it from 1977. My uncle never had a title because it was just his farm truck. It never left his private farm. He said he drove it for years and years, just for fun, for moving stuff around, and he said he just stopped running one day, he parked it and never did anything else with it. You see, windshield works. That seat's a little, upholstery on that seat's a little rough, but we got original seat frame and another one. There's two seat frames here with it. It's got the Go Devil. I honestly have done, like I said, I've done nothing to this car. The battery's still hooked up for crying out loud. Someday when I get all my other projects wrapped up here soon, I'll probably at least clean this thing up, pop the plugs and see if this motor is frozen or free. That might decide which way which direction this thing ends up going. The Go Devil, you can see here the red. This was originally that red color. I forget what it was called. Like Liberty Red, something like that. You see it in there. You probably can't see that. It's got the original. You grab a light. Oh man. See that Willys tag? Willys tag. Built in Toledo, Ohio, which happens to be where I live, suburb of Toledo. This is popular stuff in my area here. So one of the thoughts was we could just fix this thing up, or honestly do nothing to it. Take it to Jeep Fit, see if we can get an offer for it. I think it'd be more fun to make a project out of it. Dang. So we squeeze past all this junk. Come on. All the engines in my way. See this side, this we got some passenger side, we got some damage to the floor. There was a bottle of antifreeze sitting here, which is what I believe corroded this away. This is the only real major damage on this thing. And it's pretty structural around it. It's just a hole. Four-wheel drive, high-low. Take a look underneath. We got rust, but nothing looks absolutely horrible. Some more take up down here. Huh. That's interesting take up. I wonder what that went to. You can see there's plenty of rust, but it's an old car. It's not in horrible shape for its age. We got the original wheels. You can see they were sprayed the same green as the truck. Looked like they were sprayed with the tires on them and everything. These were some extra wheels that I found in the garage. Luckily they held air. We were able to put them on there and roll this thing up, because these originals were all flat. Yeah, that's where we're at.
So just start moving some of this shit.
Yeah, move some out of the way. I'm gonna try and get these tires out so we can start inflating those.
Right.
The FedEx guy just pulled in. What's he doing? Oh yeah, we got her. Heading home. 3-hour journey. Alright, I made it back home. Hurt my back. Got her home, let's get her unloaded. And get to work. Oh, come here, I got something for you to do. Turn that 1,000 times.
What way?
Right side. Is GoPro waterproof? I don't even know.
Huh?
I don't know if the GoPro is waterproof.
What's going on there?